What's going on, guys? And no, you are not losing your mind. Indeed, we're in a hockey mask, leather jacket just for kicks. You know what? It's gonna be a Halloween edition. You know why? Because it's Halloween, of course, though. So Monday Night Raw, one just went off the air, and overall, uh, I'll put it this way: it was a better Raw than I expected, but I didn't expect much. And to me, Raw was, it wasn't. It didn't do much for me. I think. We did get additional matches for Survivor Series. That's in 3 weeks. That's good. It's positive stuff right there. And we got some little couple, in my opinion, of funny segments. So yeah, as you guys know, the Muppets invaded Monday Night Raw, but that's not kicked off the show. What kicked off the show was, I guess you could say, a via satellite pre-taped segment with The Rock. And The Rock, first The Rock said that he wasn't going to team up with John Cena. Said hell no, he wouldn't do that. But then, he said that the WWE Universe, they want to get rid of Awesome Truth. So what does he do? He decides to do one thing. Decides to listen to the people and saying that that he accepts John Cena's, invitation of being his partner at Survivor Series. So, in other words, to me, it was like, alright, they've been advertising The Rock at Survivor Series for weeks now, so it wasn't like a huge surprise. So, but, it was cool to see The Rock, and I thought it was an okay promo, Then we had a match. We had CM Punk come out. He's getting ready for his match against Mark Henry. Right before they have the match, John Laurinaitis comes out, says to CM Punk, the only way that you can become the #1 contender for the WWE Championship at Survivor Series against CM Punk is basically beating Mark Henry. So they have the match. The match itself lasts only about 2 to 3 minutes, short match. Then out comes Alberto Del Rio with Ricardo Rodriguez. He tells Ricardo to come into the ring and start beating up on Mark Henry. He does exactly that. He starts pounding on Mark Henry. Ref calls for the bell. And you win her via disqualification as Mark Henry. So you think, okay, Punk doesn't get his #1 title shot because he had to beat Mark Henry, and he didn't beat Mark Henry. And that was the whole point of Del Rio and Ricardo. And of course, Mark Henry beats up on Ricardo and hits the world's strongest slammer. Then we have a little segment with the Muppets come out. We have Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy. Yeah, this is when the show starts getting interesting. And then we came out. Vicky Guerrero said "excuse me" along with Jack Swagger. And then out of nowhere, we had Santino came out saying that Dolph has a match with Ziggler, and John Laurinaitis told him to say this. And also later on the night, Santino has a match with Jack Swagger. He needs to warm up. And then we had Kelly Kelly come out there. Yes, Kelly Kelly indeed kissed Kermit the Frog. Man, she kisses humans, she kisses puppets. What else is she gonna kiss? Freaking mops next? I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Kelly for her looks, but ugh. But anyway, so yeah, then we had the Divas Halloween costume battle royal to determine the #1 contender, and Eve won in eliminating Natalia. Her and Natalia were the final two participants, and some of the costumes were interesting. Eve was Robin. Kelly Kelly was, I don't know if she was, I don't know what the heck, but I think she was a Three Musketeer or something. And then Alicia Fox was like a sailor, and yeah. And then, Beth Phoenix was on commentary, and Natalia, they go into the ring, and then, what was called Rihanna, holy crap, I forgot to, I did not mean to do that. Alicia Fox, Kelly Kelly, and Eve, stared them down, and the Divas are doing leaving the ring. So then we have a tag team match between Cody Rhodes. And actually, before this, I actually had a backstage segment with Christian, and I think his name was Beaker. I think that's his correct name, Beaker. He was like delivering some little potion thing, whatever. He was supposed to give it to Santino for his match, and then Christian comes out. He takes it. He didn't break it, but he pours it out and says, "Oops, whatever." Sheamus comes out behind him. He basically says, "Do you have a problem?" Christian's like, "No." Christian walks off, and then. According to Sheamus, he's related to Beaker, I guess. He's not going to make it to their family reunion, and he had to fix his hair, and that was it. But anyway, we had a tag team match, Cody Rhodes and Wade Barrett versus Zara Boom. The match itself, it was actually a good match. Actually, that was a good match. I think Zara Boom changed up their theme song again, but, Surprisingly, Cody Rhodes and Wade Barrett wins. Wade Barrett hits the oh god, Wasteland on, I believe it was Kofi Kingston. It was Kofi Kingston, or I think it was Evan Bourne. He hit it on 1, 2, 3. He won. There's Cody Rhodes and Wade Barrett. Christian comes out, ready to attack. Ear boom. Out comes Sheamus. Come with the save. Yeah. Then the heels just go off. And then we have Big Show and Del Rio getting ready for their match. These guys, surprisingly, this match went longer than I expected. This actually went at least, like, what, 10 minutes or something? Yeah, this was actually quite a bit. The match went quite a bit. It was actually a good, decent match. I wasn't too much of a fan of the outcome. Big Show, looked like, I don't know what the hell Del Rio was about to do. It looks like he was about to, like, do a clothesline to the turnbuckle. Big Show gets him with the, I think he calls it the weapon of mass destruction. Punch to the face, 1, 2, 3. They went to the Big Show. Then CM Punk comes into the ring. At this time, Del Rio's unconscious. And earlier in the night, Punk said to was talking to John Laurinaitis, and John Laurinaitis said, "Oh, don't worry, Punk. Whatever. I know you're upset, but you can have a title shot as long as Del Rio says yes. You can. You can. Actually." And so, what does Punk do? He puts him in the Anaconda Vice, and he's not gonna let go until Del Rio says he can have his match. He's like, "See, Punk, you have your match." So now beat Del Rio and Punk for the WWE title at Survivor Series. Then we have a match between Santino Marella and Jack Swagger. Short match. Santino wins by Beaker giving him the potion, whatever. And Santino's drinking it, whatever. And then he spits it right into Swagger's eyes. Santino wins. Then literally right after the match, we had Ryder versus Ziggler. Looked like Ryder won the match, but then his feet were on the ropes. They had to restart the match, and about 15 seconds later, Ziggler hits the Rough Rider on Ziggler. 1, 2, 3. The winner, Zack Ryder. And so then we also get word that Kevin Nash will be returning to Raw next week. He's being re-signed by John Laurinaitis himself, and that The Rock will return in 2 weeks on Monday Night Raw, and there's also a 3-hour Raw, just in case you guys don't know. So then we have the main event. We have a rematch of WrestleMania, this past year's WrestleMania. Remember, this past year's WrestleMania was where? Let's see, Atlanta, Georgia. Where are they at tonight? Atlanta, Georgia. So it was a rematch of WrestleMania, John Cena versus The Miz, and it was an alright match. To me, I thought this match was a little bit better than the WrestleMania match. At one point, John Cena's outside the ring. Some guy who's in a scream mask starts attacking Cena. Cena punches him off. Looks like Miz is about to do the Skull Crusher finale. Cena hits the STF. Miz taps out. Then the guy with the scream mask comes in. John Cena's the attitude adjustment on him. He takes off the scream mask. It's R-Truth. So, and that was basically it for Monday Night Raw. Overall, it was okay, I guess. Wasn't a huge fan of it. But again, we did get some build-up to Survivor Series a little bit. And plus, we got word that Kevin Nash will be on Raw next week, and The Rock will return in about 2 weeks. So there's some good news into it. It's not like this was a total disaster Raw, but anyway, I don't know what you guys think of Monday Night Raw. If you guys saw Monday Night Raw, unless you guys were trick-or-treating. It's a possibility you guys have been trick-or-treating. Could be some crazy-ass costumes. So, anyway, that's me for Chris Phoenix, and catch you later, my Phoenix Peace!